Ladies and gentlemen, most people wake up every day chasing money. They run from one job to another, one deal to another, always looking for the next paycheck, the next promotion, the next big break. And yet, despite all that running, they feel empty. They feel stuck. They feel like something is missing. Because money isn't the goal, money is just the result. Think about the most successful people in the world, the ones who truly make an impact, the ones we admire. Are they the ones who simply chased money? No, they are the ones who had a cause, a purpose, something bigger than themselves. The problem isn't that we need money. Of course, we need money to survive. The problem is that when money is the reason we get out of bed, we will never have enough. It becomes a race we can't win, a game we can't finish. But there is a different way, a better way. Instead of chasing money, chase meaning, chase impact, chase something that makes a difference. Because when we do that, when we focus on something bigger than ourselves, money follows, success follows, fulfillment follows. Let's take a look at the people who changed the world, the greatest leaders, the most successful entrepreneurs, the ones who made history. They didn't wake up thinking, how can I make more money today? They woke up thinking, how can I serve? How can I create something that matters? How can I help others? And that is the difference. The businesses that thrive are the ones that solve real problems. The leaders who inspire are the ones who care about their people. The individuals who leave a legacy are the ones who put something bigger than themselves first. So what does this mean for you? It means asking a different question. Instead of asking, how can I make more money? Ask, how can I create more value? Instead of chasing a paycheck, chase a purpose. Instead of working for money, work for impact. And here's the paradox. The more value you create, the more money will come. The more people you serve, the more opportunities will open. The more you focus on impact, the more success will follow. Because people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. They don't follow leaders because of titles or wealth. They follow leaders because of belief, because of trust, because of inspiration. So stop running after money. Stop making it the reason you do what you do. Start focusing on something bigger. Find your purpose, serve others, create value, and watch what happens next. Chasing money alone leads to emptiness, but focusing on purpose creates true fulfillment. The most successful people and businesses focus on solving real problems and making a difference. Instead of asking how to make more money, ask how to create more value and serve others. True leadership and influence come from inspiring others with a cause, not just financial success. By prioritizing purpose and service, financial success becomes a natural outcome rather than the main pursuit. Most people believe that money is the ultimate goal. They think that if they can just earn more, save more, or accumulate more, they will finally be happy. But no matter how much they earn, it never feels like enough. There is always a bigger house, a nicer car, a higher salary to chase. The cycle never ends. The problem is that money by itself has no meaning. It is just a tool, a resource. It is not what truly drives people. When money becomes the primary focus, it creates stress, anxiety, and a feeling of never being satisfied. People wake up every day running toward the next paycheck, but deep down they feel something is missing. They work harder, push further, but no matter how much they achieve financially, the fulfillment they seek always seems out of reach. Look at the people who have made a real impact in the world. They didn't start with money as their goal. They started with a vision, a purpose, a desire to do something meaningful. The greatest leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs didn't wake up thinking about how much money they could make. They woke up thinking about how they could make a difference. Steve Jobs didn't build Apple to get rich. He wanted to change the way people interact with technology. Elon Musk didn't start SpaceX just for profit. He wanted to make space travel possible for humanity. The wealth they accumulated was a result of their dedication to something bigger than themselves. When money becomes the reason for doing something, it affects the way people work. They start cutting corners, making short-term decisions, and focusing on quick gains instead of long-term impact. Companies that chase profits over purpose often lose their way. They forget about their customers, their employees, and their original mission, and eventually they fail. On the other hand, companies that focus on delivering real value, solving real problems, and making a genuine impact are the ones that thrive in the long run. Individuals face the same challenge. When money is the only motivator, work becomes exhausting. It feels like a constant battle rather than a meaningful pursuit. But when people shift their focus from chasing money to creating value, everything changes. They start to enjoy their work. They feel a sense of purpose. They wake up with excitement instead of stress. And ironically, when they stop chasing money and start focusing on doing something meaningful, the money comes naturally. The key is understanding that money is just the result, not the goal. It is what follows when people dedicate themselves to something bigger than themselves. The most successful and fulfilled people are not the ones who obsess over money, but the ones who focus on their mission, their craft, and their contribution to the world. When they do that, success, financial and otherwise, becomes inevitable. Success is often measured by numbers, salary figures, bank account balances, or company profits, but true success is not about how much money is made. It is about the impact created. Money is temporary, but the difference made in people's lives lasts far beyond any paycheck. Think about the people who are most admired in history. They are not remembered because of their wealth, but because of the impact they had on the world. Martin Luther King Jr. did not fight for civil rights to earn a paycheck. He fought because he believed in something bigger than himself. Mother Teresa dedicated her life to serving the poor, not because she was chasing financial success, but because she was driven by compassion. These individuals were not focused on accumulating wealth. They were focused on changing lives. And because of that, their legacy still lives on. Businesses work the same way. The most successful companies are not the ones that chase profit above all else. They are the ones that solve real problems and improve people's lives. When a company focuses only on making money, customers can sense it. They know when a business sees them as just another sale rather than a person with needs and desires. But when a company is built around creating value, customers become loyal, employees become engaged, and the business thrives in ways that go far beyond financial success. Look at companies like Apple, Tesla, or Amazon. They didn't become industry leaders just because they wanted to make money. They became successful because they focused on innovation, customer experience, and solving problems in new ways. The money followed as a result of their dedication to impact. The same principle applies to individuals. The most successful professionals are not the ones who chase the highest salary, but the ones who dedicate themselves to mastering their craft and serving others. When the focus shifts from income to impact, work becomes meaningful. It no longer feels like a chore or a burden. It becomes something to look forward to, something that fuels passion and creativity. People who are driven by impact are the ones who push boundaries, create change, and inspire others. They don't just work for a paycheck. They work for a purpose. Ironically, when impact is the priority, financial success follows naturally. The people who solve real problems, serve others, and create value are the ones who are rewarded the most. They don't have to chase money because money comes as a byproduct of their efforts. This is why the difference between those who struggle and those who thrive isn't just about how hard they work. It's about what they work for. The ones who focus on making an impact, on serving others, on doing something meaningful, those are the ones who build lasting success, because success isn't about income. It's about the difference made in the world. Most people spend their lives asking the wrong question. How can I make more money? They wake up every day thinking about ways to earn more, save more, or invest more, believing that financial success will bring them happiness and fulfillment. But no matter how much they make, it never feels like enough. The problem isn't money itself, it's the mindset behind it. When the focus is solely on money, decisions become short-sighted. People take jobs they don't enjoy because they pay well. They start businesses just to chase profit, not because they believe in the product or service. They jump from one opportunity to another, hoping for a bigger paycheck without ever considering if they truly enjoy what they're doing. This way of thinking leads to burnout, frustration, and a lack of purpose. But the most successful and fulfilled individuals ask a different question. How can I create more value? Instead of chasing money, they focus on making a difference. They look for ways to help others, to solve problems, to build something meaningful. And in doing so, they attract more opportunities, more success, and yes, more money. Take any industry, any profession. The top performers are not necessarily the ones who started with the goal of making the most money. They are the ones who dedicated themselves to their craft, who became the best at what they do, who focused on delivering real value. A great doctor doesn't wake up thinking about how much they can charge their patients. They wake up thinking about how they can provide the best care. A great entrepreneur doesn't start a business just to make a quick profit. They start it because they see a problem that needs to be solved. A great teacher doesn't go into education for the paycheck. They do it because they want to inspire and shape the next generation. The irony is that when people shift their focus from money to meaning, they often end up making more money than they ever imagined. Customers are drawn to businesses that genuinely care. Employers reward employees who bring real value. The marketplace pays for those who solve real problems. But when money is the only driver, the opposite happens. People cut corners, lose motivation, and make decisions that hurt their long-term success. They might make money in the short run, but it never lasts. It never feels fulfilling, and they always find themselves wanting more. Shifting the mindset from money to meaning requires a different approach. It means looking at work not just as a way to earn a living, but as a way to contribute something valuable to the world. It means focusing on service, excellence, and making a difference. Because when people focus on creating value, they become irreplaceable. They become trusted. They become the ones who are sought after, respected, and ultimately, the ones who achieve both financial success and personal fulfillment. People don't follow leaders because of how much money they have. They follow them because of what they stand for. Money might buy influence for a moment, but it never builds loyalty, trust, or real impact. The most powerful leaders, the ones who inspire, are the ones who have a purpose bigger than themselves. Look at history. The leaders who changed the world weren't the wealthiest. They were the ones who stood for something, who believed in something so strongly that others couldn't help but follow. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't lead a movement because he was rich. He led because he had a dream. Nelson Mandela didn't inspire a nation because of his bank account. He inspired because he had a cause worth fighting for. These leaders proved that people don't rally behind wealth, they rally behind belief. The same is true in business. A company that focuses only on making money will never build a loyal following. People can sense when a business cares more about profits than its customers. They can tell when employees are there just for a paycheck rather than a mission. But when a company stands for something, when it operates with a clear purpose, it attracts loyal customers, dedicated employees, and long-term success. Take Apple, for example. It's not just a tech company. It represents innovation, creativity, and challenging the status quo. That's why customers don't just buy Apple products, they believe in Apple. Tesla isn't just about cars, it's about pushing the boundaries of technology and sustainability. That's why its followers don't just drive Teslas, they advocate for them. These companies didn't build their success on money alone. They built it on purpose, on vision, on belief. The same applies to personal success. A person who only focuses on making money may find temporary success, but they will never inspire others. True leaders, whether in business, sports, or any other field, are the ones who lead with purpose. They don't just show up to collect a paycheck. They show up to make a difference. They don't just do their job, they inspire those around them. And because of that, people naturally follow them. Money can buy power, but it can't buy trust. Trust is earned through consistency, integrity, and a commitment to something bigger than wealth. The most respected leaders are not the ones who have the most money, but the ones who make people believe in a cause, in a future, in a shared vision. This is why chasing money alone never leads to real influence. People don't follow numbers, they follow meaning. They follow leaders who care, who inspire, who stand for something beyond themselves. Whether in business, leadership, or personal life, those who lead with purpose will always be the ones who create real, lasting impact. Most people believe that making money requires relentless pursuit, constant hustle, and an obsession with financial success. They believe that if they work harder, grind longer, and chase every opportunity, they will eventually reach their financial goals. But the truth is, money doesn't come from chasing it. It comes as a byproduct of creating value, solving problems, and making an impact. Look at the most successful individuals in any industry. They didn't achieve wealth by running after money. They achieved it by focusing on their craft, their mission, and their ability to serve others. A great musician doesn't become wealthy by thinking about money every day. They become wealthy by mastering their art, by creating music that moves people, and by dedicating themselves to something bigger than financial gain. A great entrepreneur doesn't start a business just to make money. They start it because they see a problem in the world that needs a solution. And when they solve that problem, when they serve people in a meaningful way, the money naturally follows. This is why so many people who chase money end up frustrated. They take shortcuts, make decisions based on immediate gain rather than long-term success, and eventually find themselves stuck in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. They jump from one opportunity to another, hoping for a quick win without ever truly building something of value. But those who focus on impact, who dedicate themselves to excellence, who put their energy into making a real difference, those are the ones who attract opportunities, build trust, and ultimately achieve financial success. The best companies in the world don't compete just on price, they compete on value. They don't try to be the cheapest, they try to be the best. And because of that, people willingly pay more for their products or services. Take any luxury brand, whether it's a high-end car, a designer handbag, or an elite restaurant. They don't chase customers by lowering prices. They attract customers by offering something extraordinary. They create an experience, an identity, a sense of quality that people desire. And because they focus on impact over income, the income takes care of itself. The same applies to individuals. The professionals who rise to the top of their industries are not the ones who focus only on salary negotiations and bonuses. They are the ones who focus on being the best at what they do. They bring value to every project, they go above and beyond, and they make themselves indispensable. And because of that, promotions, raises, and financial success follow naturally. When people stop focusing on how much money they can make and start focusing on how much value they can create, everything changes. Customers become more loyal, opportunities become more frequent, and work becomes more fulfilling. Money is not the starting point, it is the result. And those who understand this principle are the ones who not only achieve financial success, but also find deeper satisfaction in the process. The world teaches people that success is measured by how much money they have, how big their house is, or how expensive their car is. But deep down, everyone knows that none of those things bring real fulfillment. They may bring temporary excitement, but they never bring lasting happiness because no matter how much is earned, the desire for more never stops. There is always a higher goal, a bigger paycheck, a new target. The pursuit of money alone is an endless race with no finish line. The ones who break free from this cycle are those who understand that success is not about chasing money, it's about chasing meaning. It's about finding something worth waking up for, something that ignites passion, something that makes an impact. Money is just a tool, just a result of the work put into something bigger. The moment people stop making money the goal and start focusing on purpose, everything changes. People remember leaders, creators, and innovators not because of their wealth, but because of their impact. Nobody tells stories about how much money someone had. They tell stories about how they changed the world, how they helped others, how they created something that mattered. The most successful businesses don't just sell products, they solve problems. The most successful individuals don't just work for money, they work for a mission. This is the real secret to success. Those who focus on value, on service, on mastery, on solving real problems, those are the ones who achieve more than they ever imagined. And the irony is, the more they focus on purpose, the more financial success follows. Because people are drawn to authenticity. They are drawn to those who genuinely care, who create something meaningful, who provide something valuable. But those who make money their only goal often struggle. They cut corners, they make short-term decisions, they focus on quick wins instead of long-term success. And even if they do achieve financial success, they often find themselves feeling empty, unfulfilled, and always looking for the next thing to fill the void. The greatest shift a person can make is to stop waking up every day thinking about how to make more money and start waking up thinking about how to create more value, how to be better, how to serve others, how to make a real impact. That is the mindset that leads to lasting success. That is the mindset that attracts wealth instead of chasing it. The ones who truly win in life are the ones who understand that money is just a byproduct of impact, that the real measure of success is not what is earned, but what is given, what is built, and what is left behind. Because in the end, the richest life is not the one with the biggest bank account, it's the one with the greatest impact.